Hey guys, Game123 here. Today I will be showing you how to make my Sniper Tower V1. So this is just a quick and pretty cheap way of making a pretty unrateable Sniper Tower. Not unrateable, but not worth for them to raid you. So in desert or snowy biomes, there's always these pillars. Like, all these pillars. So you want one of those big rock pillars, but the thing about them is you want one that you can jump up easily, which I found this one, which it looks really good, because you can obviously have to get fly. You can just run up here, jump up here. Again, a lot of the time you need some build-ups. Which I guess you can't build on this one, but you can still obviously just jump up and, you know, just jump around this. It might be hard to get up, but if you're literally just roof camping, which is very frowned upon, but, you know, it's not a huge problem. You know, you can do all sorts of stuff to get up onto your rock, stuff like that. So once you have, like, whatever, your jump up. So now here's the actual important thing, your base. So what you have to do, this is just my recommendation, is, so wherever the jump up is, so you're going to be jumping up right there, so you're going to have your triangle foundation right there, and then you have a 2x2 as far away from the sides as possible, like that. So it's kind of all in the middle. So obviously let me go fly, because, yeah, you know, you're basically making a regular 2x2. I would recommend making this out of metal, but I'll just make it out of stone, because, you know, there's no B grid in this server, so, yeah. And then, obviously, you're gonna have to do some honeycombing. That's the main reason why you want it further away from the sides, because on these big rock pillars, there's not a ton of space. Before I upgrade everything, I usually check if I have enough space to even build honeycomb, and if I don't, it's just kind of not worth for me to just build the base in general, or at least on a pillar. There's so many other pillars that I could do it on. It doesn't always have to be on one. So after you do all your honeycombing, I'm not going to upgrade it all, but I'm just going to keep it sealed off. This is pretty irreadable, but in one of these honeycombs, whatever one works the best, which this one looks like it's probably going to be the best, slash remove. Let me remove this one off. So after you remove that, you place your TC, which usually what I do is I just armor off the TC. So once it's armored off, if you can, what I'd do is I would honeycomb your TC even more with, like, stone or metal. But yeah, so your point is, so it's in your honeycomb, your TC is in one of your honeycomb. But basically what I'd do after that is I'd set up garage doors running all the way to your TC, or like garage doors or armor doors. It all depends on how you play. Yeah, but I'll just put, you know, I'll just put armor doors and whatever. So once you have all your doors down, it's pretty expensive to get in unless you're raiding through Honeycomb. At least with satchels. Rockets is actually not that expensive at all. You'll have a armored door on this, so it's gonna be expensive either way. But so after you have that all done, which I will just upgrade these just because I'm gonna be spending a lot of time at the very top of the base. So let's upgrade this so it looks a little bit more upgrade and such. At the end, I'll show you how the full base looks. I'll make a cut. Alright, so it is basically all made. So it's pretty clear by just looking at your base where your TC is, but that's not the whole point of your base. So your whole point of your base is to cost a lot of money. So where I'd recommend putting your ladders, or your, what is that called? Your stairs, is I'd put it next to your TC room, right here. So where you can so easily go through here, you can easily access everything. And what I would actually recommend is for you to put a box for like maybe 1 to 2 boxes underneath these stairs, just so you can put like loot. Okay, so after you're done with that and ceilings, what I'd do actually, I would actually sheet metal a lot of this, like a lot more that I did. If you have the resources, at least. If you don't, just keep it stone until you get the resources. But after that, what you do is you do this, and then what you do here is what I'd actually recommend is you put one of these, the U-shaped stair. Upgrade the rest of this to stone, even your stairs. So once everything's upgraded, you just continue upgrading. I'll cut when it's all upgraded. So once you upgraded it, at least, I would say at least 5 high, 6 if you want. This I do believe is 5 high, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only 4 high actually. Well, yeah, okay. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I forgot about the shooting floor. Yeah, so at least 5 high. If you want to go higher, I wouldn't recommend it, but yeah. So yeah, so your shooting floor should be your 5th layer, and every single layer have some sort of door, even if it's sheet metal. Just have it. I would do U-shaped stairs on every single one, and then it's down to here, so it's a lot more expensive to raid. But they can just raid one wall and get 1 or 2 doors away from TC. Which, if you want to protect from that, you could just make your honeycomb 1 higher. But now once you're up to here, this is where things get pretty interesting. Not really, but it's like a sniper tower. But so you do this. So this is what I would recommend you do. If you don't want to do these middle, I would recommend keeping them, because you're on top of this huge mountain. That's the main reason of not needing peak downs. So this is what I usually do. Let me upgrade all this stuff. I'll be back once I upgrade it all. Actually, damn. So hey guys, I accidentally messed up. I put these 2. I forgot that stability makes it so you can't put peak downs. Again, that's the great part about having this sniper tower because you don't need peek downs because you're on top of a rock, and usually it can be in a compound. So from here, you usually never need doors. If you want doors, you can put like 2 doors on every corner. Again, that's what you want. Like in case you're shooting at people down there, or whoever that is. But this is actually probably what I recommend. Kind of this pattern. This is actually really bad for stability. So what you have to do is you have to kind of do this type of thing. Get some good stability up in here. So now that you have that, you can do your roof stuff, and then I'll be back when this is all upgraded. Now that's all upgraded, the only thing that you don't have to upgrade is these. The only problem with this, though, is if you want to upgrade them to wood, which that's what I'd probably recommend, because it's only 100 per, and you're only upgrading, like, you're, like, spending probably, like, 1 to 1.5k wood, which isn't bad at all. It probably takes, like, it takes 2 trees for you to get that on a vanilla official. So now you basically have your whole you have your whole setup down. What I'd recommend is, so you're obviously doing armor doors. Have them always facing out, not in. Well, at least so it's not blocking your view this way. If it's blocking your view kind of in, like I'll show you what I mean. Like, if you can see well like that, I would have them like that. But if it's blocking it like that, that's where I see it as a problem. Because this is not blocking as much view because you can cross like that. I guess it's not much of a difference, but I always just like not having it like that. Again, that's your choice. I think I have to remove. Yeah, but I would always have these facing in, so I have it like facing in and out. It all depends on how you like it. If you like it facing in for everyone, you can. It doesn't make a big difference. The only problem with this is you can't do these kind of peaks. That's why, at least. I guess technically you can, or you could do this and risk losing your sniper. It all depends on how you play. You can do like a combination of both. But for this sniper tower, I would always, and don't get me wrong, horizontals are good, but verticals are just so much better. Because you can see everything, and if you need to get a better view, obviously you have to get small boxes. You have to get one small box everywhere so you can, you know, do your cool peek downs, so you can peek a little bit lower. And also a thing about this base that you should do, again, not 100% needed, but I would 100% recommend doing it, is getting rid of one of these panels, doing this, and creating roof access. Again, not needed, and could be risky, but I would 100%. If I was building this base, I'd 100% do it. And if you're afraid of your towers falling off, you can do these kind of things. The only problem with these is they can easily peek down. If you are good with heli, I would just not do these, which I'm good with heli. They can kind of still do peek downs, or they could jump onto here and I guess I didn't get in there, but back to the base. I fell off, you know, died, all that cool stuff. So now, the only problem with this is, okay, this costs a ton of materials to make, which I did say was cheap, but it's, okay, it's cheap for, like, a clan. Like, if you're, like, a huge roof camper and you're in, like, a clan, this is going to be really cheap. But the upkeep time, or the upkeep, is very manageable. It's like only 6k stone a day, which stone will be your main problem, but you can get 1k per node, so it takes literally 6 stone nodes. The high qual is actually kind of a big problem because of all the high qual doors, but your metal and your wood won't be much at all, unless you're meddling a lot more, which I would recommend you metal like this. I don't 100% metal at least your first floor. Like, at least all this stuff, you know. I'm not gonna upgrade it all because I don't need to. But at least upgrade that, which will increase your metal, but decrease your stone. It'll get it to the point where it is very manageable. And the only reason why I would always keep your, what are those called? Your stairs, yeah. Your stairs, the only reason why I'd always keep them stone is in case someone instant rockets. That's the main problem with these, keeping them wood. Even like the made wood, like the wood that costs decent. Like the, actually that doesn't cost anything, basically though. Even the problem with that is if they destroy, even a few of these, if they send some instants in, so that's a good, like if you have a lot of extra stone, upgrade those to stone. But if they send instant rockets in, they can easily like collapse your whole entire base. Not your whole entire base, but you're shooting for. But I would probably, if you were just getting started, this is actually like a really good base for you to use. But the main things that people mess up when they build this base is, first of all, their ability to get up to the base. Like, in a lot of cases, it's super hard to get in. Like in this case, it's not easy. But external TCs are very needed. Again, it's kind of hard to have external TCs, but what I'd usually do if I were the owner of this base is I would keep external TCs out here and have a compound. And even if this is on top of a cave, which it isn't, I would have that. Also, this is probably the biggest thing I could say, I would have turrets up here. Like a lot of turrets. I'd keep one there. I'd keep probably so one there, and then I'd probably keep another one right here. Oop. Right here. The only reason why I'd have these two is so if someone's breaking it from behind, or like, you know, compound bowing it, if someone's shooting it from over here, I could just kill that person. But also I would keep an auto turret there, and again, auto turrets are kind of expensive, so this would be kind of hard. These two aren't needed. You only need one up here. Like this one, technically not needed. So it'll literally be only like, I'd probably say 4 auto turrets for your full top to be secure. And maybe I'd probably keep, this is what I usually do, is I do this. I extend this out by 2. And then I put an auto turret right here, because once they're jumping up, they can't see it, and then they jump, and then they, because if, I'll show you. So you're jumping up to here, so you're doing the jump, or I miss it multiple times. Come on. I don't know if I can place stairs here or no. Oh, the reason being is this, they can't go low enough. Right, cool. That's fine. which again, make it as good as possible. But once they're jumping up, like especially if it's like this, you're jumping up here, they'll see it then, but then they could crouch and bait it. But if you didn't have this here, especially if they aren't good at jumping like I'm not, they'll jump up there and then they're shot. So that's why I'd keep that up there, except for if they drain it, they can get up here super easily, which, depending on what they want to do, they could do a decent amount of stuff by being up here. But yeah, this is how I usually create my sniper tower version 1. If you guys enjoyed, you know, smash the like button. If you guys want to create this, I would recommend, this is probably the biggest recommendation, upgrade these to stone.